Hi, hello, welcome again to my channel. Stella Blaze here with you, and today I am discussing something that I think everybody needs to think about or have written out if you're one who writes like I do, and that is designing your life. You say, how does one design one's life, Stella? Yes, you can design your life based on these 5 facts I have, which is your environment, the events, the knowledge you have, results, and your view of your future. The first one, environment. I know sometimes people will say the area I live, or the people around me, or the town or the city I live, that is why I haven't made it, or that's why I cannot put in more effort than I'm putting in. But hello, let me stop you there. In every community, even where we think things are not moving as fast as we want to, you have the rich, you have the poor, and you have the middle class in every community. So this is where I will say it's to do with an individual. Just like somebody said, oh, if I don't go abroad, there's no how I can make it. There are so many people that have made it in Nigeria. I know one thing I always say is that we are all geographically placed where we can succeed. You and I might be placed in different geographical places to be able to succeed. We could be in the same field, we can be in education, you and me could be in education, but probably your geographical place spiritually is in Ghana and mine is in Nigeria, or yours could be in UK and mine could be in Canada, bearing in mind that we are in the same sector. So the only thing you have to do with regards to checking out the environment and finding out where your environment really is, or how you know that you're in the right environment, is that you will feel very much at home. You will feel very, very much at home where you are. So that's the number one aspect of you designing your life: finding and knowing which environment you ought to be in and making sure you're there and doing your very best there. Now, the second one is events. So when I talk about events, I'm not saying you organizing events and all that, but you making sure you're going to events. You're not just sitting and watching the telly. You're not just sitting on your phone and checking out what ABC said or what ABCD are doing. But events, to more or less like networking, going to events. In every town, cities, and villages, there are networks. I can tell you that because I've visited villages where I see people sitting under trees and talking. I've even attended a few very interesting, sat on the mat with them, lovely. In the cities, yes, there are, but you need to get up and get into these events. You need to be able to carry yourself and go mingle. Mingle. Events are very, very important. Now, the events I'm talking about are events that ties in with the kind of life you have designed for yourself, because these points that I'm giving you now would do nothing if you haven't designed the kind of life you want. So the first one is environment, the second one is events, the third one is knowledge. We all have knowledge, yes, some more than the others. The knowledge you have, do you think it's enough to help you have this life you have designed, this life you've designed for yourself that you want? Or do you need to update yourself more? Do you need to learn from some other people, add on to this knowledge so that it will help you get on the road to create this life, the design you have, the life you've designed for yourself? So we have environment, event, and knowledge. The fourth one is results. What results have you gotten so far? Remember, the results you've gotten is like a fuel. to help you realize that, okay, if I did this, I can do that. I can get to the next level. Remember, results are good for you to pat yourself on the back and say, well done. Yes, I got to level 2. I can get to level 5. Yeah, so the results, it's very good you note the results you are getting. Extremely important. Do not ignore them, because they will keep you going even when you encounter obstacles. Yeah, so that's the 4th one. So we have environment, events, knowledge, and result. The 5th one, which is the last one, is your future must be planned. If it is not planned, there's no how 1, 2, 3, 4 that I've mentioned can happen. You need to sit down, plan it. It's not enough to have it in your head. There's one of the earlier postings I put out where I talked about that a lot of us have things up there. A lot of us dream and live, fantastic life and visual, see all sorts up there. But you need to put it down on a paper. You need to put it down on a paper. You need to put a pen and paper, put it down, write it with a pen, pencil. I tell you, there's so much about actions being taken when you can see what you want to do. So you want a lovely home, either renting or buying, write it. You want to buy a car, write it. You want to upgrade your speaking skills, write it. You want to go on holidays next year, write it. Yes, we cannot say what will happen the next minute, the next second, but have it written. And by God's grace, you are alive to take a step at a time to achieve these things. You see, the environment, the event, the result, the knowledge, and everything, it's all interwoven. It won't wait. Everything is interwoven. But the number one thing you have to do is to take a pen and paper, write down how you want your life, how you have designed it, how you see it. One of my clips, either before this year runs out, I will show you my vision board. I will show you my journal that I've had for 1 million years. When I say 1 million years, that means it's been years. It's actually torn. I've used sellotape to hold it and all that. Some things that I have as far back as 20 years, I've still not achieved. Some things I have as far back as 25 years, I've still not achieved. But every time I go back and look at it, and then there are some I thought would take longer that I have already achieved. So it's a matter of you need to have your life design papered on paper so that you can see it. I keep telling you, the things I talk about and post are not just what I have read, but they are things I have practicalized and I see they are working, and that's why I want to share for other people to know. Again, you just have to be disciplined to try these things that I'm saying, because I am talking to you from experience. Thank you so very much, and I look to hearing from you if you have questions, if you have doubt. God bless.